What's up guys, I am back with another StarCraft 2 game for you tonight. I was playing Poker Defense Revolution and I got in the mood to cast a game. And I finally managed to get my video card to actually record this without any choppiness. However, the video resolution may be a bit dodgy, so if it's unbearable for you guys, let me know and I will have to see what I can do to make this run a bit better. Anyway, moving on to the game. This is a replay that my friend sent me. He is here. He is the Red Zerg Resi, spawning in the 5 o'clock position on Antigua Shipyard. He is playing against the Orange Protoss, known as GetSome. That's a pretty cool name, actually. GetSome. I believe these players are around the gold to platinum level. However, do not quote me on that. He will probably kill me if I get that wrong. And now they're talking about David Guetta. Pretty good guy. Good music, actually. Oh yeah, Resi's in love with his K-pop. I'm not going to put any overlay K-pop music onto this. Tough, I'm not doing it. I like it for the girls in it. Apart from that, no. Anyway, these positions, let's see. Well, obviously Mutilus are huge, can be a huge play in ZVP. And if you look at the distance from the third base to the Protoss main, yeah, big potential for Mutilus harassment from that direction. However, at the same time, the Protoss can go for some early Void Ray, go for an early expo, forge fast expand, obviously, because it's Antigua Shipyard. Why wouldn't you forge fast expand into some Stargate play, and you can easily come and deny the third, as the Zerg will try to take it after he sees your fast expand. Why are you going that way, Resi? Did he actually miss the scout? Oh, that could actually be quite huge. I think he's missed the scout. He went that way and then he just stopped for some reason. I don't know why he's gone up here. I have to see what he's going to do. Let's just go down the hatchery because it's pretty safe to do so. Went pull first, just in case any pylon nonsense goes on, any kind of shenanigans from the Protoss. However, that's not really going to happen. Just have a nice standard forge fast expand, and my computer, please do not die. Thank you. Yeah. So we can see the Protoss just going for a forge fast expand. Feels pretty safe to go for a Nexus before the cannon and gateway. Yeah, it's pretty easy to do. Ooh, there's going to be some cannon shenanigans. This can be pretty useful if the Zerg doesn't spot it instantly. 4 Zerglings are going to come out right about now, and this is going to be shut down before it's even begun, and will not even get the cancel on the pylon. So this is a huge failure for the Protoss, so Resi's going to be very happy about that. Can't just focus down the pylon. It doesn't really matter what you really focus down. Will he get the cancel on the cannon? I think he did. This is before the mineral thing popped up, so I think it's from the patch before that. So I think he did get the cancel on that cannon just in time. And that's 100 minerals wasted. Instead, just going to start walling off here. No Zerglings really are going to get through to that, but it's best to just be safe than sorry. Resi, there's not much you can do in a ZVP opener. Got the second queen out. It's probably going to use that for creep teamers, or just a creep teamer coming down here, or an extra defense against any Void Ray play, but that's not going to be coming in anytime soon. Got a Cyber Coil coming up. Pylon did go down to block the third. Not a huge deal. Resi could have actually just sent a pro drone, maybe not over here, none of that pro's there, but really could have taken, if he's really confident, he could have taken the gold, but not a huge deal. These 4 links can clean up the pylon in no time. And GetSome's just going to be building probes and pylons, because that's the most important thing to do. However, he did get gas and hasn't bothered to use it. When you get gas, you use it straight away, because otherwise you're just wasting 75 minerals. Just put 3 guys on gas, or don't take it if you don't need it. Obviously he does need it, because he needs to get his warp gate research, which he hasn't started yet. Resi now is taking his third. Obviously want to try and stay as much ahead of the Protoss as possible. Interesting wall off, creating quite a long channel. Don't really see the point in that. Could have just walled it off, and then when he wanted to go out, just take down a pylon, but whatever. We all have our preferences when it comes to doing things. Third gateway coming up for him. My computer is still about to die. Please do not die on me. I'm going to have to upgrade this computer if I want to keep this up. I really do. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Come on, don't die. Alright, I think I got it. If the gameplay is pretty choppy, I do apologise. I was just really bored and I wanted to cast something. And I messed with video settings as much as I can without going into any BIOS settings or anything like that. And I don't really want to do that tonight because I want to cast a game. That's what I'm doing. Very poorly. Come on, computer, don't die. You're not doing that much. Alright, I think I got it. Yeah, buddy. Alright, GetSome just going to be getting out his first few units at the 8-minute mark. We'll obviously take out this Overlord. Resi, yeah, he's going to lose the Overlord. I can't see that one getting out of there. So it'll come in, just do a bit of damage. Not going to be able to get a huge amount. Nice micro pulling away the drones. Did lose one. Well, couldn't pull away the Ling. Tut tut. But Zealot cleaned up. I mean, one Zealot for one drone, not a cost efficient trade if I'm completely honest. Bit of a waste really. But he can confirm that the third base is now up. However, you should expect that. As a Protoss player, you should expect it. Should. Roach Warren coming up for Resi now, as well as Metabolic Boost. Has got his Evo chamber up just in case he needed to get any Spore Crawlers. And just macroing up really. Good creep spread actually so far. 3 bases already connected and starting to push out now towards the centre of the map. Ooh, Proxy Pylon coming down for GetSome. Going to be wanting to put a bit of pressure on it seems. He's got 3 gateways and 4 and 5. Anyone there? Nope. 4 and 5. Robo coming down as well as a Twilight Council. So going for a bit of 5 gateway pressure. Pylon in a curious position because you can't really. Can you fit 5 units in there? Yeah, I suppose you can. Stacked up the upgrades on there. No real point. Might as well just wait till this Evo chamber comes up and put it on there. I mean, it's not a huge deal. It's just like 100. What is it? 100? Yeah, but yeah, roughly that. That you can't spend because it's stuck in that little queue. He's going to go for a macro hatchery. Probably wants to get a bit more saturated on his main base and his natural. I got that the wrong way. Main base, natural, third base. I know my bases. I mean, he's oversaturated here. 13 roaches coming out now that he's spotted this pressure here. But interestingly, he's only going to send the 5 zealots in front of everything else. Ideally, you want to keep your army together. And these are now vulnerable. These sentries are so important. He has to keep these alive. The zealots are going to take down the queen as the roaches pop out. Because the roaches come out of 3 different hatcheries, they're all rallied somewhere else. So these ones are all going to die instantly. That's a shame for Resi. But roaches do come out of these 2 bases now. And 20 more links coming up. This third actually may get taken down along with all the drones. I don't know why the drones are still there. They haven't been pulled yet. And he's actually going to lose all of them. And Resi could take out this small force here as some of the units are still up here. It's going to do so. Yeah, there we go. Sentries actually haven't used any force fields yet, which I'm curious about. It's now going to force field the ramp so he can't come up. And this third base is almost definitely going to go down now. That's going to be such a setback for Resi. I mean, yes, he still has a supply lead, but Zerg always want to keep the bases. Resi's just actually going to go for a counter attack. He may actually just do that and force the Protoss to come back because there's no way you can base race a Zerg in this position. It's going to take out these reinforcements. And that's absolutely important. And GetSome is now actually stuck on the Zerg creep, and that's not where you want to be against an army like this. And Resi gets a huge surround with the roaches, and this army knows it's dead. It's just going to try and get some scouting information, try and pick off a few more drones if possible, but it's not going to do any more damage. Well done by Resi to shut this down as efficiently as this. Yes, he did lose a base, but it can be rebuilt as more units get walked in, but they're going to go straight back home. They can't do any more damage. They have actually got +1/+1. I did not realise this. I must have missed this. There's always something I miss, isn't there? Every time. But Resi with a huge swell of roaches here, going to do a lot of pressure. And these force fields, there's no force fields. There's a couple, but they don't really block anything because now Resi has a new open path. But he's going to back off. Decides not to engage. There's no real need really. Probably wants to rebuild the third though quite soon. He's actually gonna sit in front of the Protoss base here now. This drone thinks he's a roach. I'd hate to break it to you, pal, but you're not a roach. GetSome is going to see the entire army out here with the observer here, but there's not a lot he can do about it. If he got a guardian shield and some good force fields, yes, but there's no point in engaging it. Just let it sit there. It's not doing any harm. Why is there one zealot taking down these rocks? There's going to be a slight engagement here. Protoss is now engaging on the ramp, and that's not a very good place to be. Those force fields are not the best. The roaches are still in range of all of these units. Resi's going to pick off a few more zealots here and there. +2 weapons coming up now. Chrono Boost could be spent a lot better and needs to be pumping the Immortals out. If you see this many roaches here, start pumping Immortals. Immortals are so good against roaches. And oh, the Stalkers blink away, but that just leaves all the sentries exposed, and that's not what you want to leave exposed. Roach is now going to take down that pylon. I'm not sure if he can get in here though. There's a lot of Stalkers that do an extra damage to these roaches. And they're just going to move away now. Going to wait for some more reinforcements and maybe some more upgrades. Doesn't really want to engage into a Stalker army like that. Third base coming back up now for Resi. No more tech coming out for GetSome yet. No Colossus tech. No High Templar tech. Just sticking on gateways for now. Does have a robo, but not using it. He's only built one observer out of it. I mean, if you're against that many roaches, just build Immortals. They're so good and so cost effective. Resi actually... Did he break? I think he broke down his own rocks after the zealot hacked away. Just gives him an extra avenue to get a flank if the Protoss army comes back up here to deny the third again. A lot more roaches coming out here. I heard his zealot die somewhere. I don't even know where. Don't ask me where. Double upgrades coming up though. Lair tech. No sign of an infestation pit yet, so not going to go out to Hive yet. And Resi looks like he might want to put a bit more pressure on here, and he's going to engage the Stalker army and hammer them into a position. He says as he loses track of where they are. He's going to pull back and I'm going to go feeling pretty confident actually going for his third. With a roach army like this just outside your front door, and he's actually going to sneak in here, and GetSome has no idea about this, I don't think. No, he doesn't. He has no eyes on this extra entrance here. Oh, and this could be huge for Resi. He could deny this third. Possibly not even... GetSome might not even get the cancel on it if he's not paying attention. Resi comes up here now. He does see the base, and he's going to go straight for it. And doesn't get the cancel. That's huge. That's 400 minerals just gone down the drain. The Stalkers here are going to beat back the roaches, but at the same time, you did just lose 400 minerals, GetSome. That's not what you want to be doing, especially as Resi has his third base back up now. However, his drone count is still pretty low. He's on 42 drones. Drone mode. Do an intro. Just like build about 50 drones in one go. He needs to get far more and keep on top of his lava injects a lot more. But, you know, this isn't Masters play. Don't expect perfection here, guys. They're not Masters. They're not Grandmaster. They're not professional. Nothing like that. That reminds me, I will actually be doing more professional replays later on. Not tonight, but you know, if you want any more, just send them to me or tell me what player you want to see, and I'll grab some and I'll do them. I don't know why I'm like diversing off into something else now. Resi can't try and do a Ling run by right now. Is actually going to get past because there's only 2 cannons here and could do actually quite a lot of damage here. The Protoss army is nowhere near. Does put them on hold position to attack these probes and is going to start picking off a few more. Protoss army is still nowhere to be found. A couple of zealots get walked in and will clean this up eventually. But a good few amount of probes got killed. Probably could have picked a few more off. A lot of them are in the red. But a nice little run by. Was he going to go for a second one? Round 2. And fight. Oh, the Zerglings get past the Zealots. The 2 more get walked in. But the Zerglings have got a nice round on some of them. However, there are still cannons that kill everything. Cannons are pretty good. That one's on 8 kills. That one's on 17 kills. This one Zergling's like, don't worry. I got this. Chill out. If he just focuses fire down the weak ones, he could actually get quite a few kills. However, he's not. Gets 1, gets 2. Oh, look at that. How many kills is he on? That Zergling's got 5 kills. That Zergling is pretty badass. 6 kills. 7. That Zergling got 7 kills all by himself. That guy deserves a medal. Resi's actually killed 44 workers in this time. I don't want to close that. But it's still 50 to 40. On 3 base, you need more drones than that, especially if you're going to go for your 4th. But instead he's going to go for might go for a slight attack up here. Finally we see some Immortals. Well, 1. That's useful. 3 attack and 1 armor upgrade. on Zergling. Has not got it that time. He's good, but he's not that good. Resi on 2-1 himself, and the Zerglings, I think, yeah, they're on 1-1 still. 34 links coming up here, so Resi's going to go in for an attack very shortly. But this creep spread. Oh, excuse me. Why do I do these casts after I have dinner? That's never a good idea. It's creep highway. It means straight to the Protoss base, really. It's such good creep spread, and GetSome is not clearing it up at all. So Resi has a huge advantage when it comes to movement. He can easily get a nice flank, and instead he's just going to go straight into it. This small force is going to get crushed straight away. Resi knows he could do a lot of damage here, but is going to start pulling back here. 24 links coming up, 1 infestor coming up now. Finally going to get the infestor tech. Has he actually got pathogen glands? He has got pathogen glands. But really, there we go, 6 infestors, that's what we want. As this base finishes up the golds, that's going to be a nice income if he can start saturating that quickly. How many drones is he sending? Don't tell me he's not sending any drones. Send drones! Either way, GetSome going to start clearing up the creep spread now, just outside of his main base. Oh, and there's an entire army underneath you. Sup! It's the subterranean anal assault. Go watch Destiny if you don't know what that means. And Resi is getting straight in his face with those roaches, and those stalkers do not want to be there. Immortal goes down. So many stalkers are dying, and Resi's is going to go for the third base right now and could do a lot of damage here. I'm worried for GetSome here. This entire third base can go down right now if Resi decides to. Instead, just gonna... What's he gonna do? Go on, go for it. Go for it. At this point, Resi really can actually just take down this third base and get out of there. He's actually going to use some of his forces to hold off these stalkers. And the third base is going to go down. Lots of probes are going to die, actually. And actually, Resi's doing a lot of damage. Infestors now turn up, getting a few fungals off. And now GetSome's in a world of trouble. It's 155 supply to 40 right now. And a lot of that is just workers. If we look at the units tab, that's not the units tab, that's the units tab. There's 2 Archons, 2 Observers, and 21 probes. He's going to need a miracle if he wants to hold this off. Infested Terrans coming up now to get the extra DPS down, as well as the Roaches. The Archon's killing all of the Zerglings, but it doesn't matter, there's just so much stuff. 4 Stalkers get walked in here, and Resi is ploughing on straight through the natural, and I can't see GetSome coming back from this right now. We can expect GG any second here, really. Surprised we didn't actually see any mutas in that. I mean, on these positions, you could easily get into the main base and take out all of the tech. Could have taken out mining, and then it could have just done so much more damage if you used roaches, but not roaches, mutilus. Roaches are pretty good, I'm not going to lie, as well as the infestors. They're slightly late, not a huge deal. GetSome actually realising what he did wrong. Upgrades can't win you a game. Yes, you didn't build enough out of your robo. You had it for so long, you saw so many roaches. Build more immortals. Expo wasn't really that late. I think it was just decision making really that cost him the game. But Resi kept on top of things, held off the aggression even after losing his third. Macro slipped a little bit. I mean, if we look at the units tab, there were only 53 drones for a 4-base Zerg. Zerg really want to be around, well, any race really want to be around the 70 drone or worker mark when you're, like, getting into the later game stuff. But, no, aside from that, pretty good game. A fair amount of gas stacked up for Resi. So yeah, if you guys want to see some pro replays, let me know what pro player you want to see. I was actually going to do some from people like White Ra or Bling or Select or any other Dignitas player. I mean, White Ra is just amazing. I know he's not Dignitas, but I love White Ra. Beast from the East, and obviously it's sponsored by TT Esports, who are just amazing. Shout out to them. So yeah, let me guys. I haven't messed anything up till then. Let me know what you guys want to see, and I will see you guys next time.